Today, an unorthodox reaction pick. How Quibblecop lost his entire audience in 1 year. Shout out to the person down below in the comment section who suggested this video. I actually originally saw it a couple of weeks ago, and I just never got around to watching it. But I know of Quibblecop, okay, and I think most people probably do. He's been on a podcast that I listen to pretty regularly a couple of times, and that's my main exposure. But when I saw he popped up on a Sunny V2 video, I was fascinated. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look. This is about 14 minutes long. Let's see what's popping.
April 2021.
Oh, by the way, it's called How Quibblecop Lost His Entire Audience in 1 Year. Did I already say that? I'm sure I don't remember. Keep it moving.
97.9 million views.
So approximately 1 year ago, Quibblecop was averaging 97 million views.
April 2020.
Oh, wow. 90% decline.
To 8.5 million views. In the space of only 12 months, Quibblecop's viewership has fallen by roughly 90%, and we're going to outline every single mistake made which has brought him to this unfortunate point.
Now see, these YouTube channels are actually fascinating to me, mostly because I'm a YouTuber, but also not just because I'm a YouTuber, because this has 7.7 million views, and it's just like fascinating to see how like people go through like their YouTube journey, the ups, the downs, the trials and the tribulations, and in sometimes, and in certain circumstances, catastrophe. So I'm just interested to see what this is, and like, you know, just as like somebody who's gone to school once or twice, you know, learn from history, okay? Don't repeat history, don't get tossed, okay? So we're gonna learn some tips, hopefully here. Let's keep moving.
Jordy a little bit of slack. We need to specify that because he's a gaming YouTuber, some of this decline has actually been out of his control. We've explained in past videos that gaming YouTubers often have a very volatile career, as their view count is directly tied to the popularity of whatever game they happen to be playing. We can see this trend when looking at Quibblecop's best month ever back in August 2019, when his channel would achieve a monthly viewership of
166 million views. God bless.
166 million. At the time, Minecraft was coming back into the mainstream, bolstering Quibblecop's content, whilst Fortnite was in its prime.
See, now you can see like very much from Quibblecop's like thumbnails that he's pretty obviously a child-friendly channel, right? Like when you see thumbnails like this with like the ultra bright colors and like the stunned face, listen, I've done a couple of those, don't hate. Anyway, when you see thumbnails like this, they look like these are like very enticing to children most often, and so like the children turnover rate on YouTube is also pretty high. So anyway,
YouTuber phase.
We'll see. He probably mentioned that, but let me just keep going.
Giving him countless opportunities for fresh new videos. Since Jordy had no control over the popularity of these games, you might go ahead and call this an element of luck. However, almost everything else which was bringing in these 166 million views had been a result of Quibblecop's actions. For example, Jordy was a master at collaborating with other YouTubers.
I'm a YouTuber. I want to know more YouTubers. I want to get to know all the YouTubers. I want my friends to be YouTubers or people that are doing similar stuff.
This became most evident after forming a YouTube trio known as Robust, which included Quibblecop alongside two other familiar faces, Jelly and Slogo Man. Quibblecop explained that his
so the trio there is actually kind of looking like they're popping.
Jelly and Slogo Man.
Right, 22, 10, and 14 million subscribers. That's a fuck ton.
Quibblecop explained that his first viral video with over 14 million views was him, Jelly, and Slogo simply messing around on GTA 5. As their relationship strengthened, a video where Quibblecop simply met Jelly in real life for the first time gained over 12 million views. The trio were picked up by PewDiePie's YouTube network Revel Mode, alongside Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, with a subscriber count of Quibblecop, Jelly, and Slogo being the best piece of evidence for the success they'd find as a trio. In addition to forming the Robust group, Jordy began dating fellow YouTuber Azzyland in 2016, with Azzy herself having a multi-million subscriber count at the time, meaning that they could collaborate on various different videos, providing further growth for each creator.
Right, so when I originally saw him on like that podcast that I watched that I was telling you about, I think that was around the time he started dating Azzyland. Was that her name? And so like that's kind of like when I had last seen or like heard of Quibblecop was a couple of years ago. Okay, when he was like in, I guess, his high. I haven't seen him recently, and maybe we're about to find out why.
Yet the overwhelming driver behind Quibblecop's extreme viewership was without a doubt his laser focus on the content in combination with an unwavering work ethic. After beginning his channel, Jordy made a commitment to upload one video every single day, which he would continue for a period of over 9 years.
27th August 2012, I said to myself, I'm never gonna miss a day of uploading, no matter what happens, and every day I'm gonna make a video that's better than the one before.
Additionally,
Bro, the fact that this motherfucker hasn't had a mental breakdown leaves me stunned. That sounds like hell on earth. Listen, y'all know I got about the most whack goddamn YouTube upload schedule of anybody ever to exist. And you want to know why that is? It's because I go outside and touch grass. Ladies and gentlemen, let me not be toxic, but I'm just saying. Like, that would be brutal. That would be brutal. Like, I like my job. I like making these videos. I like fucking around with y'all. But I gotta breathe some fresh air from time to time. And one video every day for 9 years has me stunned, Bo. Has me stunned. But maybe that's also just my shit work ethic. Up to you.
all of his energy was being focused on one channel only, ensuring that the one daily video was always of the highest quality.
Every day I worked on it. Every day I studied it. I watched tutorials. I read articles. I spoke to people. I practiced, and every day I made new videos.
And within this daily upload, it was obvious that Kwebbelkop's goal was to ensure the most optimal experience for the audience.
I was making videos that my audience loved watching, right? So I asked myself, what does my audience love the most?
Each of those clips from Kwebbelkop's discussion on the Watch Time podcast also displayed just how switched on he was in terms of personal development and the correct attitude required in order to grow a successful YouTube channel.
Right, sure. So this is, I'm assuming, Kwebbelkop talking about his good days. I'm assuming it's about to turn negative because this video didn't seem very positive from the title.
So if he had the correct attitude and mindset in order, why after 5 years of gaining an extremely consistent 100 million views per month, did this number drop to between 5 and 15 million over the course of only a year? Well,
let's see.
In order to answer that question, let's begin by looking at a Twitter post made by Kwebbelkop in early 2020. Before things go any
Okay, so 2020, so he was still popping.
further, I want to address the rumors. After 3.5 years of being together, Azzy and I recently broke up. I have nothing but love and respect for this beautiful, smart, and caring woman. Please respect our privacy, thank you, which was accompanied by a video approximately 1 year later, conveniently just before his views began to decline, explaining the reason behind their breakup.
Why did you guys break up? Well, as you guys might know, I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and Azzy is from Canada. And it was a long-distance relationship. Once the honeymoon phase was over, we realized that we're two people from completely different places.
However, it would still be a little far-fetched to blame Kwebbelkop's decline in viewership on nothing but this separation.
Right, yeah, because he was popping up before they met, right? Like, I feel like Kwebbelkop's, 2016 is a long time ago, so forgive me if my memory is fucky from like 200 years ago, but I feel like he was popping off before he met her. So let's keep moving.
Sure, he had one less person to collaborate and make videos with. However, if we take the date of Geordie's separation announcement, March 2020, and placed alongside his view count at the time, he actually went up in views after breaking up with Azzyland.
Yeah, right. So I feel like that's not a very like reasonable explanation. So what else they got?
Of course, there were other factors at play during this time, such as people being at home and therefore watching more YouTube due to...
Oh, that was goddamn COVID season. So maybe that actually offset that. But when COVID season started to slow down, then so did everything else.
Pandemic. Yet, as an overall, the data doesn't really suggest that this breakup had much of an impact on his eventual decline in views. However, it wasn't only Azzyland that Kwebbelkop would stop making videos with. After 5 years of filming together, the robust trio being Kwebbelkop, Jelly, and Slogo would also slowly disintegrate. Instead of playing with Geordie...
Oh! See, now this is news to me. Let's see.
He was busy making various reaction videos. Jelly and Slogo replaced him with a different YouTuber by the name of Craner, which was noticed by fans on Reddit. The last thing I remember was that Kwebbelkop was playing Minecraft with Jelly and Slogo Man in Robust Town. Now everything has changed. Jelly and Slogo Man replaced Kwebbelkop with Craner in a new Minecraft server. Kwebbelkop made his own solo play, and right at this moment he's only doing reaction videos. What is going on? Anyone got the explanation?
Oh, so somebody broke up well, not somebody. I guess the Three Musketeers all together broke up and replaced him with somebody else, Craner.
For it? Why is he now not playing with his friends anymore? Why isn't he playing games anymore? Is he going to maintain it like this, or will he come back to his own self again? First he took down the vlogs, but then he stopped playing with friends. As this became an increasingly discussion in Geordie's comments section, he'd upload a video titled Why I Left Jelly and Slogo, explaining that as a result of making video after video with the group, each of which following a similar narrative, Kwebbelkop felt as though he wasn't growing due to a lack of creativity.
I saw that my creativity was running out. I was just doing things with the group. I was going into that direction. I realized that I stopped growing as a person and that I just stagnated in life and I was just doing the same thing.
Geordie also explained that at around the same point in time, he'd become depressed, which made him feel as though he was holding the group back.
I ended up getting a depression, which I've never, ever said anywhere publicly, but it was also holding them back because I couldn't give them the energy that they needed to make these videos good.
And as a result, he began to participate in fewer and fewer recordings.
It wasn't a clear-cut, bye guys, see you tomorrow. And instead it was me joining less and fewer recordings.
From this point onwards, Kwebbelkop was no longer making videos with the group, which had helped him to become so successful in the first place.
Right. Okay, now see, that makes some real sense. See, so like if you come up in a boy band, right, and then you fuck off from the boy band, then you're potentially going to get tossed in the aftermath, right? Like, that's kind of what just happened here. I'm following along. I'm with it.
He then began to collaborate with a new YouTuber going by the name of Tiger, yet this would also end in another bit of drama.
Me and Kwebbelkop got into a fight, and after this fight, I was pretty much left with nothing.
Kwebbelkop found Tiger when he was still a small YouTuber, and while the details aren't public, it seemed as though Kwebbelkop offered guidance and growth to Tiger in exchange for part or full ownership of the channel.
I'm like,
oh, that's Dusty. So you heard what that was. He wanted to build somebody's YouTube channel and also take ownership of said YouTube channel in some percentage. That's yikes. Let's get the full details.
this guy could be a really big YouTuber if I would coach him a little bit. He has so much talent.
Now this went exactly as planned in the beginning. They started playing together and pretty quickly Tiger's viewership skyrocketed from 2 million views per month to 20 million views per month. However, around the same point in time, Tiger randomly stopped uploading altogether. 2 months later, Tiger would upload a video on a different channel titled Why.
Oh, and it's Liger because that motherfucker took his other channel. Wait, let's listen.
I left Kwebbelkop and Tiger, explaining that he couldn't talk about what had happened with the channel.
And I'm not gonna get too much into who was in the right or who was in the wrong, because I can't.
But he was no longer friends with Kwebbelkop.
Everyone is asking the same thing. Why are you not uploading to Tiger, and what happened between you and Kwebbelkop? Well guys, it essentially boils down to one thing, and that is that me and Kwebbelkop are actually no longer friends. I feel hurt, I feel disappointed, I feel betrayed, and most of all, I feel forgotten.
What would become obvious later was that somehow Kwebbelkop had claimed ownership over Tiger's channel, as he would upload a video where he had cloned Tiger's voice and attached it to an AI, which would provoke another response from Tiger, who was once again insulted by Geordie's actions.
He made this.
Oh, no way! That's yikes! Okay, that's big yikes! Oh, now this just got a little drama-licious, bitch! Listen here. So, Kwebbelkop, apparently, allegedly, okay? Don't sue me. Take it easy. Allegedly found this guy, recruited him to make videos with him, somehow or another got potential or full ownership of his YouTube channel, and when they stopped being friends, Kwebbelkop fucked him off from his own original YouTube channel, and then, in an attempt to maintain the viewership base that this fella had, like, culminated, Kwebbelkop made a fucking this thing, whatever this thing is, and then tried to fool the viewers into thinking it was still this fella, even though it was Kwebbelkop. That's yikes! I don't like that!
Which would provoke another response from Tiger, who was once again insulted by Geordie's actions.
He made this cartoon character, loaned my voice, and put it on the Tiger channel. Listen, Geordie, this cartoon version of you might be your best friend, but I'm not your best friend, okay? I'm not even your friend.
And after Tiger called him out, Kwebbelkop seemed to panic as he would delete every video featuring the AI Tiger clone.
What the fuck was he thinking? Is he dumb as hell? Like that's a legitimate question. Is he dumb as hell? But focus on your own shit. Focus on how to fix your own channel. Don't be doing this shit, but creating a fucking, what the hell are those things called? A VTuber. Don't create a crusty ass VTuber of somebody who you scammed out of their own channel. Allegedly. Take it easy.
The two would make up on Twitter, with Geordie stating, "Life is too short to have enemies," yet shortly thereafter, Kwebbelkop would end their exchange by blocking Tiger on Twitter.
But then for some
bruh, what is poppin'?
reason, my man decided to block me. But you know what, man? I don't care.
What's most interesting about this whole interaction is that it correlates perfectly with the point at which Kwebbelkop's views began to decline rapidly. However, the reason for the impending decline wasn't the drama itself, but rather one discovery made by Geordie throughout the conflict with Tiger, being that he could make an AI character to act as a real person. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in business is that pretty much everything you dream is possible. Cloning yourself, too easy. 4 years ago, I was in the middle of a burnout, made 3 videos per day and streamed 2 to 3 hours per day. I wished I could clone myself, so I did. What Kwebbelkop is referring to in this Twitter thread is a channel
What the fuck is that?
he launched 1 month after the drama with Tiger, which posts gaming videos and uses an AI character as the main personality within the videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with anyone beginning a second channel, but when looking at the numbers, it's obvious that this new AI channel going by the name of Blue was seriously fragmenting Geordie's attention on the main channel. It was launched in May 2021 and began to do 4 million views per month instantly, yet if we look at the Kwebbelkop channel, May 2021 was also the point at which his viewership declined from an average of 100 million views per month to 60 million views per month. Kwebbelkop
Right, so he tried to do, hang on.
celebrate the strides that his AI channel was doing, yet he also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average
Bro, this motherfucker said, launched earlier this year, Blue has done over 35 million organic views and is officially profitable? What the fuck? Bro, how could it not be profitable for 35 million views? Y'all understand, that's a fuck ton of money, okay? I don't know who needs to hear this, okay? Most of y'all probably aren't YouTubers. 35 million views is a fuck ton of money. So I don't know what his budget is to make these AI dusty videos, but if it takes 35 million views to be profitable, your shit is fucked up, and that's on God.
also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average monthly viewership was down by 40 million on Kwebbelkop while he was celebrating 4 million views a month on Blue. It was the very definition of the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither, and this decline on the main channel brought about further changes, which would ultimately make things even worse. Kwebbelkop would upload a video titled My Most Important Video with I Quit in the thumbnail, explaining that he was no longer enjoying YouTube.
I'm having a hard time being creative. I'm having a hard time having fun in my job. I'm having a hard time sleep. I'm always worrying about YouTube, always thinking about YouTube. I'm not enjoying it as much as I was before
going on to state that after 10 years he was discontinuing the daily uploads.
That's why after 10 years of making daily videos, I quit.
That is bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. Like that, I'm saying 10 or 1 video every day for 10 years is the most bonkers ass shit I've ever heard, bro. Like, y'all know me and my upload schedule. We already talked about it. I'm just saying it's bonkers.
I quit making daily videos.
Kwebbelkop would finish the video by stating that starting from today, he planned on making top quality content that the audience wanted
Is that a music video? That looks trash. Nah.
to see.
Starting today, from now on, you can expect my next video to be top notch, to be really flipping good, to be exactly what you want to see.
Yet the first 3 videos posted in the days that followed were him bragging about his $10,000 dog, then him bragging about his custom orange G-Wagon, then him bragging about his $7.5 million penthouse apartment.
Bro, ain't nobody want to hear all that bullshit. We broke as fuck out here in the streets. Ain't nobody give a fuck about your goddamn $10,000 dog, your goddamn orange G-Wagon, and your dusty-ass $7.5 million house that I'm sure you can't afford now. Nah, don't talk that nasty ass shit. I'm just saying, don't brag, bitch. Nobody like that shit.
Welcome to my $7.5 million penthouse tour. Let's see if this video can hit 100,000 likes.
And it's just like, why would you post this, dude? Not only have you
Why would you post that? Nobody wants to see you bragging. Have you ever seen a video of Elon Musk saying, hey, look at my goddamn bajillion-dollar house? No, because that shit would be cringe. And nobody would, like, we know you're rich. We don't gotta hear about it. We don't need it rubbed in our face. And most importantly, fuck you. Dom.
you stated in the past that you apparently don't do YouTube for the money.
I don't care about making an extra buck on YouTube. I don't care about the money. I really
Gonna have to hit you with a certified lie again, bucko. The $7.5 million, Dom.
genuinely do not do YouTube for the money.
But do you really think the audience wants to open up the YouTube app and instantly see something that makes them feel inferior to you? Do you think new viewers on your channel want to open up the video section and see one video saying I quit followed by 3 videos talking about how rich you are? You think it's just a coincidence that David Dobrik got cancelled in the same month that he posted his brand new multi-million-dollar house to YouTube? When you invite envy into the life,
Oh, wait, he got... I didn't even know that. That's news to me, golly.
Of others, you pay for it in ways which you will not expect. The
Yeah, don't be bragging.
videos felt like nothing more than a validation-seeking exercise which came off as quite insecure. A 2008 study by the Journal of Consumer Research stated that when people feel powerless and out of control, they feel an increased desire to purchase items which convey high status. Further, this increased attraction to high-status products stems from a specific inclination to re-establish power, which might explain Kwebbelkop's motive to upload these off-brand videos.
Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to be. That point didn't do much for me. Okay, the little article that he highlighted in whatever fucking scientific journal that shit was from, that don't do much for me. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And just because I read a couple of words on a page doesn't mean I'm going to presume to know. All I'm saying is I don't like bitches that be brag.
Maybe deep down he felt as though he had lost his position of influence, which was certainly plausible because at the time of uploading the videos, his monthly viewership had declined by over 85% from its peak. Additionally, his house tour might have been evidence that Kwebbelkop had fallen into the classic trap of becoming distracted from the channel by the items he was able to purchase as a result of the channel in the first place. This theory could be supported by the fact that after uploading his house tour to YouTube and announcing that he no longer planned on uploading daily, the video slowed dramatically. He went from 1 video per day to only 2 videos in both March and April of 2022.
Oh, golly.
Damage to the channel's view count. Now, we can't neglect the fact that his Blue channel has actually gained a bit of traction over the last couple of months, gaining between 10 and 25 million views per month. However, when combining the views of both Blue and Kwebbelkop together, even on the best months he doesn't crack 40 million views, which is still less than half of what he was able to achieve while simply focusing on one channel.
Right.
In a recent video titled My $100 Million GTA 5 Business in Real Life, which sports a similar kind of vibe to the apartment tour, Kwebbelkop talks about how he's also launched an NFT business and is working on a—
No, goddamn no. NFTs are and always have been and probably always will be the biggest scam of the 2020s, okay? 2021, 2022, 2023, however long those motherfuckers stay around, they need to not be around any longer. NFTs are a certified scam. Okay, so, hey, look at my pyramid scheme that I'm running. Check this shit out. No thank you. No thank you. I'm not a dumb motherfucker. I'm not gonna get scammed by your NFT cringe. Let's see what it is. I'm jumping to conclusions, but it is NFT, and that's instant conclusion jumper, okay? That's just the territory that we're in.
A video game, potentially fracturing his focus from YouTube even further. As mentioned earlier, Kwebbelkop is extremely switched on in terms of how to build and run a successful YouTube channel, although as a whole there are 2 obvious problems that need to be solved. The first problem, which thankfully is relatively easy to fix, is one relating to ego. Geordie, I know how much we as males love to brag. Proclaiming your high status by posting videos of your G-Wagon and multi-million-dollar home ironically does the opposite of what you want it to, as your audience doesn't want to follow someone that needs to be validated in any way, shape, or form. The second problem is a little harder to solve as it requires either more sacrifice or time, and I could be wrong altogether with this second problem because I'm not sure what kind of numbers your other businesses are doing, but your focus is clearly fragmented, or maybe you have too many things to focus on. You claim to have between 50 and 100 employees.
I'm running a business with I don't know how many employees.
That seems like a bad business owner. Okay, I feel like you should probably know that. Maybe I'm triple lipping, but I feel like you should probably know that.
Anywhere from 50 to 100 employees work here.
Yet your views are significantly below where they were during any other year since 2016. The potential inefficiency of this was also noticed by some of the sidemen.
So Kwebbelkop has basically tweeted out saying that he spends on average 14 days and 14 editors to make one video.
Instantly, I'm thinking
14 days and 14 editors? Are you out of your fucking mind? Hold on.
your team or your process is incredibly inefficient.
And while the
No, your process is dog shit. Okay, your process is dog shit. 14 people, 14 days. Listen, I don't get 110 million views a month, so what the fuck am I talking about? All I'm saying is that sounds dog shit. It don't take me 14 people to make a video. It's just me and Flat Teen. Flat Teen, say hi. There we go. Keep it moving.
The 1 step back for 2 steps forward mentality is a great thing to have. Something feels off with the numbers. Maybe you're just bragging about employing way more people than you actually do, and if this is the case, it's just another piece of evidence for the previous point. Quit with the bragging. It's not necessary and adds no value to anything at any point in time. When you appeared on the Watch Time podcast with Muselk, one very mature thing that you said was that you appreciate when your YouTuber friends call you out on things. So while I was probably a little bit harsh in this video, hopefully it can provide some genuine tough love feedback about where you can improve going into the future.
Fascinating. Fascinating. I kind of like these videos, and I did not expect in the beginning to like them that much. Initially, I was like, this is kind of boring. Like, am I even gonna be able to make a reaction out of this? But then as the shit moved on, I got more and more locked into the shit, and now I'm a big fan. Sunny V2 be making some banger ass videos, and we might have to come back and do some more. If y'all know some other ones that we should watch, let me know down below. Love and appreciate y'all. Make sure if you ever win the lottery or you become a big star YouTuber, you don't brag about your shit. Don't be cringe. Gotta go, bye!